friend. Oops, wrong button. So have we got a thumbs up from you there, Tech? Are we all thumbs uppy? And
we should be, but it just takes a minute to.
it does take a minute, doesn't it? It really does.
Okay, we're on YouTube.
Ooh, so you can watch me on the big telly. So if you're there, we are on your big telly right now. And are we on book? We'll see in a sec. See if we are.
Yeah, you are.
Yay, we're on the book too. So I can't see on my screen yet. Could we lose the sound on that, please? Oh, my iPad says that we're live, so that must mean we are. So bit of a delayed one tonight. Oh gosh, yeah. Do you know what I did? Well, it's what I didn't do in actual fact. Went swimming with the kids, hence the kind of looking like I've been dragged through a hedge backwards. And we sat there in the living room, and I've got one in a towel wrapped here and another one there. And then my daughter went, "Tech's here." And I went, "Oh, it's Friday. Oh my gosh." So yeah, hiya Jules, hiya Jeanette. So we've had to dash down garden and do some prep. So as you all know, I did highlight yesterday, and when I've done something like that, and with the drive, I'm not going to lie, the day after I am wiped out. I can't function. I'm just so whacked. So you've driven down there, you've spent a night away from home, you've been totally for however many hours, and then drive back, and you are just done. You're absolutely spent. And then I always get to this place where I come home and I'm like, do you know what? I'm just going to go home. I'm going to get a bath. I'm going to have an early night. And I sit in the chair, totally and utterly wired. So it was about midnight last night when I got to bed. And 5:15 this morning, alarm call to take young man to the train station. Guess who slept in? It wasn't me. Was not me. Anyway, but even so, my alarm went off at 5:15 this morning, and that's kind of where we were this morning. So yeah, so when Tech arrived a short while ago, I was like, what planet where? Totally and utterly forgot what I was doing. So anyway, hello Sue. So I haven't advertised very well this week. Just so much going on. I thought, well, if you know that we're here, you know. So let's just stick with our faithful little core group, and just kind of have us. So just a nice, quiet one. Apologies for last Friday as well. Went up to Dundee, saw Margaret. There's 3 people who you wanted to buy something from Margaret, and I didn't give her the email addresses, and that's just about hours in a day. So I will give those to Margaret, and then she can sort you out with the rulers and things. So hiya Claire, good evening to you too. Yeah, so tell me what you're up to. I need something to bounce from here, so tell me what you're up to, tell me what you're doing. Hiya Sheila, and we'll just start out with a chat. So what's on your work desk? Have you been to any shows lately? What are the shows like at the minute? So are you going to many shows? Are they getting busy again? Because I know after COVID they just kind of dropped off a cliff a bit. Are they getting busy again? Because I'm kind of thinking, should I go back to one? Having flogged the van and got rid of most of the show stuff. So yeah, I'll have to put my specs on to read. Jules, just finished doing the applique for the rabbit heart. I need to do some embroidery and stuff it. Love the hair heart. Mine is not to hand. It's over there somewhere. Would you like me to do some more of those? Because I've got a few little ideas like wafting round my funnel of stuff that I'd like to do. Don't know how, what it's going to look like. But if you would like any more, let me know. And if you've got any inspiration that you want me to work with, let me know that as well. So Claire's making sheep from endless thread. Oh, is that like the big cushion? Love Gail. Gail kept me company on a big chunk of my drive home yesterday. So that is one of the really great things about the demise of Create and Craft, is how many friendships have blossomed from there. So Gail, I've always known Gail. Well, I seem to have always known her. That's not strictly true. And always admired her and respected her, like a professional respect. And when we've seen each other at Create and Craft and stuff, we've got to know each other a bit more and a bit more over the years, but always like as a professional respect. So you're like, oh, hi, how are you doing? Did you have a good show? What are you doing this week? Da, 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 da. And since Create and Craft, you know, it's been absolutely lovely that we ring each other up and we have a natter. And yeah, absolutely lovely. And other people, so Adam Humphreys, had a little chat to Adam Humphreys today. Oh, I don't know if I even dare tell you what I did. Is Adam here? Is it Adam? Are you watching? If you're watching, then so I'll just read a few more of these and see. Well, I'm wondering if I dare tell you what I did. Pen's travelling home. Pen, I am thinking of you, and I hope that you've got good news today, or you know, as positive as you can have. Sally's going to make the hair heart tomorrow. Any tips? I think don't feel constrained by the pattern. Just get cracking with it. Go your own way. Don't be afraid to add embellishment and tweak the design and make it your own. I think that's probably the thing. Oh, I'll tell you what. Top tip: if you're going to add hand embroidery, try not to use fusible web in your landscape parts. Because the more layers that you use on the fusible web, so Bondo web, the harder it is to get your needle through. That's probably my top tip. Jules is loving the bee cushions. We just chucked them up there a few minutes ago. Tech down here went, your shelves are empty. I went, I know. She went, I'll fill them. What shall I fill them with? Whew, and she done a good job. I didn't even look there. Tech.
She's on the ball.
Do you know
today.
you're well on it? She's done top fan. She's turned up. She remembered that we were having a live tonight. So you know, top marks. Are you after something? Are you sure?
Pat on the back.
You can have a pat on the back any day of the week. Oh, we've got Christine from Barry Islands in the house. I'm not reading comments in any particular order. Hiya, Jackie. Claire's doing the sheep. We've done that. We've loved the bee cushions. Yes, would love more hearts. Jules, give me some inspiration. So Michaela did the fox and she did the hare. But the next one, oh, there's a little Christmas one there. I don't know if you can see it there. So the next one, it should be a inspired. What would you like? Give me something to work with. Golly, Pen, you're going to be absolutely shattered when you get home. You've been on the road since 9 this morning. Hiya, Win. Just been looking at the planets. How many did you see, Win? How many? I totally forgot about them and all. Oh, I hope Tex off out. If we got, then you know that it's because Tex ditched me. She's left me high and dry. So yeah. You got. I'll be all right here, Tech. You just leave me. So Jeanette, mostly up the country. Sadly, not many on the not many show on the south coast. Claire's making mini ones. So is that mini sheep? Yeah, I'm with you there. Jackie's making more tweed cushions now, thinking about applique on them. Ooh, what are you going to applique, Jackie? Hi, Anne-Marie, how you diddling? And Louise, thought you weren't live as I couldn't get on. No, Louise, I'm just disorganised, exhausted, and I've got no excuses, none whatsoever, but I'm here. Christine, looking at the daffodils behind you, it's appropriate, as St David's Day tomorrow. I've got a daffodil demo right here that I'm going to show you shortly. Win could see 4. Was that with your naked eye, Win? I'm going to have to go out and have a look, really. Claire, I used some tweed to make the first sheep. Ooh. You'll have to put some pictures on. Are you all in the exclusive group? Because if you're not, go in there. If you ask to join, we will let you in. And then you can post your pictures, because lots of you post your pictures on there. And I quite like seeing them. If you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. It's my group, and I set it up, and I put tech down as an admin. But for some reason, Facebook sends everything to tech, and I just get the same notifications as you do, which is not all the time. So I do miss things because I'm not being notified, and it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's because I'm not getting notifications and I don't know what to do. Margaret, I've just noticed you're watching, and I've just done a fess up because there's 3 email addresses that I need to send you, and it's about hours in a day. What did we think to Margaret's demos last week on the bag making stuff? If you want any of the stuff, again, put in here, you know, if you didn't put your name down last week and you want some of her bag making rulers and things. If you didn't watch the live last week, if you go back in Quilting Antics content, last Friday I was up at Dundee. I visited Margaret Adam. And Margaret she's developed some bag making rulers, and lots of them have like the 0 in the middle, and then they count out 1 to whatever that way, and the same this way, stuff like that. It's really clever stuff, and quite good for your bag making. So if you're interested, look at the live last week. If you are interested in having some of the products, you can either go on Margaret's website. Margaret, do you want to put a link on here? That's absolutely fine. Or you can message me, and I will make sure that Margaret gets your information. But please do that, because it was really good stuff. So yes, Win, Naked Eye. How many did you say you've just seen?
I can't work out which are stars and which are planets. So.
Do you think we should have a ride up on Tops afterwards?
Might be able to see that.
Jules, sewing theme, badger, owl, just a few that I can think of. Ooh, yes, I like those, Jules. That's yes, we shall do that. Where are we? Bag making was brilliant. Thank you, Sheila. What did you get out of it, Sheila? Did you? Let's have a little debate here. Did you get a lot out of the bag making? Did you learn something? You know, that would be thing. Thank you, Margaret. My order arrived safely. That's from Jules. So there we go. Well done, and hello to Fiona if I haven't already said it. So yeah, hey up Anthea, hey up Fiona. Hiya Jane. So where are we? So the hearts, yes, the hanging hearts. A couple of you doing the hair heart now or tomorrow. Give me inspiration. We will design more. Tell us what you want, what kind of things. So we've got couple of ideas have come in. Jules' neighbour has just popped round with her goodies. Thanks, Anthea, for the quick delivery. I'm not sure what I've delivered to you. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So, which reminds me, Jules is with me on a class that we started last week, and that we're going to finish in a short while. We're going to have a finishing session for that. If you like our classes, now today you will find our online classes. When you go in the website, the top tab is Secret Sewing Club. Go in there and you'll find the online classes there. I meant to pull them back out so they're a category on their own, but I haven't been around this week. So they're still in the Secret Sewing Club, which is where they were last Sunday. I'm just going to get something. So this is the next class, which is the 17th of March, if anybody wants to do it. Now we've put extremely simple applique on here. It's a hedgehog going in a plant pot because there is no technical anything in that applique. This, you can put your own applique on there if you want to. You just get that done before the day. And then this is what we will do on the day. So we're not talking like a really technical class where you're going to have to focus and stuff. It's just enjoying the moment. And it's a sewing cushion. I'm going to open it up. So in here you've got elasticated pockets, you've got elastics, you've got D-rings and anything else that you want to do. So it's just spending the day with me, and we'll just make a cushion over Zoom. There we go. So there you go. So 17th of March. Feel free to book on it. It's on the website. Currently, the online classes are within the Secret Sewing Club tab. I will pull it out so that it's obvious on the first page on its own. Just haven't got round to it this week.
Just put a link on.
Oh, right. Sarah's just put a link on, so that's good. Also, sorry, what was the date? Could you just write the date on there for that? So that class, I'm like gabbling away, 10 to a dozen, is on the 17th of March. Now, I don't know whether you saw, I will confess my confessional in a minute. Earlier today, I posted a post about the retreat. It's shaping up to be a really good day. It's down in the Coventry area. Look on the Facebook page, all the precise details are there. And there will be 4 of us. There will be me, there will be Sarah from White Gecko, and there will be Grace, plus Hayley Smith, Craft Yourself Silly. Each of us will be doing a workshop on the day. All the kit, the full kit is provided. It's just a short workshop, so we're not talking like massive projects. We're talking something that's achievable in the day. You will do all 4 classes in the day. You will be fed and you will be watered until you can't move. Adam Humphreys will be floating around looking fantastic and helping you all carry your bags or whatever, so it'd be nice just to spend time with Adam. And yeah, and we'll all have a little shop there, which if you want to buy anything specific and you want us to take, let us know. Otherwise, it'll just be a general, what do we think people will want? So so we will all be there on the 12th of April at the retreat. Go on the Facebook post. You can get all the information there. You can get the venue, you can get the prices. There's information on a payment plan if you don't want to pay all at once. If you're travelling by public transport, so probably train rather than bus, but hey-ho, that information's on there. And if you're coming up the night before and you need a hotel, that information's on there too. So please go and have a look at the post. And if you want to join, it's promising to be, it's shaping up to be a really good day. So where are we? Right, so Win wants hearts, something spring-like. Could you make a note of these hearts, please, Sarah? So we want a spring-like, and then what did you say earlier on? You said, sorry, I'm just going back in the comments, a badger and an owl. That's what we want as well. If you could just make a note of them, Tech. The bee would look great on a sewing cushion. Yeah, fill your boots. If you want the bee on a sewing cushion, that could be really nice. In fact, if you want the bee, I'll put the drawings in the pattern, so you can have that. Thank you, Win, for recommending the class. We quite like it, don't we? We're getting a right little gang together. So they're not massive, the classes. Usually, quite small numbers really, and we just spend the day together on Zoom and we chit chat and we get to know each other, and it's lovely. I really look forward to doing them. Louise, my monthly Tweed Club came this week and loved them all. Yeah, well, with me going away, it was extra. Only this week I sent it out. It seems ages since I sent that out. Yeah, the Tweed Club, I've got that on my list actually. Tweed Club's due to go out next week. If you want to join this month's Tweed Club, again, look in the Craft Yourself Silly section and you'll find the information in there. In our Tweed Clubs, there's various ones. There's 3 going at the minute. There is equivalent to a fat quarter of tweed. Now for that, you're going to get equivalent of a fat quarter. It could be a charisma, it could be a fat quarter, it could be 2/8, it could be 4 10-inch squares. It's different every month. I try and change it up all the time. Plus you will get a free pattern and you will get a discount code to use on our website. If you go for the large Tweed Club, it's equivalent to 1/2 metre. So that could be a full 1/2 metre, 2 fat quarters, 4 8s, 2 charisma packs, or a jumblation of any of those things. Plus you get 3 free patterns there as well. So you know, if you want to join to get the one at the beginning of March, feel free to jump on the website, join up, and you'll get the March one. Bag Club, we are due to start the next subscription for the Bag Club from March. So if you want to be in that for the next session, feel free to sign up and join the Bag Club too. So all good stuff. Hi, I live in Morecambe. The sky is full of stars tonight. Hey, Margaret, maybe rather than going up on top to take, we need to have a trip over to Morecambe. It's only about an hour for us. Yes, Jackie, the retreat does sound exciting, because to get 4 of us there and do 4 classes in the day, plus all the eating and drinking, I think, and your kits included, is great. So yeah, places are limited, but there are a few places left. So do feel free to pile in. It'll be Adam Humphreys, former Create and Craft presenter, that you're dealing with. So any help that you need, Adam is great. He'll sort it out for you. In fact, you know, he's a little secret weapon, is Adam, because I only knew him as presenter. So you had him with you on your show, and you were like, "Oh, hi Adam, how you doing? Yeah, how's Molly? How's Leon? Da 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 da." And that was it. You did your hour. Oh, see you later. And we got on and everything, and you did exchange pleasantries, and over a period of time, you did get to know each other, but you weren't like, "Oh my God," you're that kind of chatty chap. And since the demise of Create and Craft, that's another little friendship that's come out. So as I say, he rang me up today. I put the post on, and if you notice, it says it's edited. And the reason it's edited is because he rang me up and he said, "Can you please do something with your post?" He said, "You haven't tagged me. You've tagged some drug dealer somewhere." He said, "My phone's lighting up." He said, "Can you please get on there?" So I went on, and if you notice, all the tags that pertain to Adam have been removed. It just says Adam Humphreys now. There's no @Adam. There's no there's no hashtag. There's no nothing. He's just, it's like, "Oh yeah, just mentioning Adam Humphreys." So yeah, I thought, oops. Anyway, got away with that one, haven't I? So yes, you will need your machine, but there are a number of machines that are available for hire on the day. I'm not 100% sure how many, and I don't know how much. I think Hayley Smith's sorting all that kind of stuff out. But again, speak to Adam. He will sort you out, because he does have that information. I'm involved, and I'm going, and I'm doing, and I'm promoting, but the stuff that I don't need to get involved with, which is like the sewing machine side of things, I know that it's happening, but I don't know the specifics. I'm leaving that to everybody else. So, but yeah, if you want to go, do come. It'd be lovely. It would be really lovely to get to know the people behind the names, because you all know me, but I would walk past you in a crowd and not have a clue who you are, and half of you I've probably met anyway from doing the shows. So it would be really lovely to like put faces to names and things. Butterflies and dragonflies, please. Can you add to that list, Tech? I like that idea, Carol. Yeah. Where are we? There. Oh, thank you, Louise. Louise has joined some of our classes as well. Yeah, it's been really lovely getting to know you, Louise, in face to face. Even though it's through a screen, it is face to face. Lynn, it's too far for you to go and travel. Do an online class with me. They're really good. They're just good fun. We've got some lols. I presume that's my Adam shame. Louise, I love my friends I've made during the classes and would highly recommend them. Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. So I also want to say, and I know I did, just hang on. Jules, I love that idea, Carol. Do you know, I love that you're talking to each other in and among the thread as well. So yesterday I've mentioned that I am whacked from being down at Highlight. I want to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your support yesterday, because when I looked at the names who were watching, because I could see all that kind of stuff, to see that you know, such a high number of the names were people that I see on our Friday list here. Honestly, my heart was singing because I just felt like you're all so loyal, and it was such a feeling. So thank you for that. Thank you for supporting me. And we are going to get, you know, better and all the rest of it. The idea now is to do a sampler quilt on there because Highlight don't have the sewing audience that like I would just expect a sewing audience. So we're considering doing a sampler quilt. So I will do the quilt and then each month go on there and have some of our like regular stuff, but also try and get non-sewers into sewing, which would be good for us all, wouldn't it? So yeah, hummingbirds. We actually do have a cushion with hummingbirds on, and interestingly, it was never one of the most popular. When is the next Zoom class? It is the 17th of March, Lynn. Just a sec. And it is this sewing cushion, which is just one of them. What, you know, why wouldn't you want one? So you can use my applique. You can use whatever applique drawing you've got on the front, and then inside you make it. You've got the elasticated pockets and all sorts, so that when you like sat crafting on your knee, let me just turn this over. When you're crafting, like you're in front of telly and you're doing some sewing, and you've got your arms up here because you need to see it, yeah, and your arms ache and all the rest, or you're doing something and you can't get your height wrong, put that on your knee. Put that on your knee, and your working height has suddenly come up to a nice height. Also, in here, you can put your basic equipment. Now, I wouldn't be folding it up and leaving it on the sofa with pins in permanently, but while you're working, on your knee, you can stick pins in there, you can put your scissors in the pocket, you can tie your embroidery threads onto the loops, you can do all stuff like that. So it's not a huge technical project. You'll be shocked at how easy it is to make, but it's a nice thing. Do it in your own fabrics to suit your own sofa. And I mean, you can leave it on the sofa, or you can just pick it up and put it somewhere else between times. But it's kind of a nice thing to have on your knee while you're working. And, you know, it's about spoiling yourself. So 17th of March, we'll be doing this one on Zoom. So let's just pop that there. So could you put the link on again for that? And then anybody who's just joined, we've got it on again, and it saves people looking. Louise, when is the pattern or quilt coming for your new quilt? Well, actually, I've got that on my list as well. Seaside themed heart. Oh, you've put that down. Hey, she's ahead of the game here. Lake District quilt is nearly finished. I'm hand quilting, so it's about when I get time to do it, but it's nearly there. And then just got the pattern to finish writing, and we will be away with it. So I've mentioned the Lake District quilt. I've mentioned the Tweed clubs. They're all like due next week. So if you want to join, just get on there and join. And if you're not sure, join for 1 month and then either continue if you like it or just don't. You know, it's entirely up to you. It's different stuff every month. Thank you for your support, Highlight. I've said that. And possibly, just for your diaries, possibly, no promises, I'm going to try and do a remnant sale next week. I'm not promising because I haven't been up to the mill to collect anything yet. But if they've got stuff up there for me, we can do one next week. So they're always a good bit of fun, aren't they? So what we do, Lynn, with the Zoom classes, we have one class. I advertise one day, you all come in, and then, so we did one last week and we made a bag. And there's no way you were going to get this bag finished in the session. And you could go and finish it as homework, but that's not how I wanted to do it. And if you wanted to do that, that is fine. But what we've done is we've planned a second session which suits everybody, and it's a finishing session. So we have them all the time. So it might be that it's a 1 hour session, and let's say there's 4 of you in the class, and one of you works on a Monday, one of you works on a Tuesday, one of you works on a Wednesday. So we'd have it on a Thursday, that kind of thing. Or you've got a club on a Thursday, we'd have it on a Friday, whatever. We find a date and a time that would suit us all. So where your Zoom workshop will start at 11 a.m, the finishing class we can kind of guesstimate where we're at and how long it will need. So let's say I think it's going to take you about 2 hours to finish. Then we might not make the class till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In fact, when I think on the one that we're doing next time, you and somebody else have got an appointment and we're starting later to juggle around, and I think I've got something going on that morning as well. So we made it fit, we made it work for everybody. So if we need a second class, we may or may not, we would do it by mutual agreement, so everybody in the group has got space in their diaries. So, right, we've talked about the retreat, talked about the remnant sale. Right, St David's Day. Where's my daffodils? So the other day, we were talking about a couple of different techniques and things, but as it's St David's Day tomorrow, daffodils. So these are 3D daffodils. And they're nice just as a bunch of daffodils. We put this little lamb behind just because we put a little lamb behind. But you can make as big a bunch as you want on whatever project that you want. Shall I show you how I did them? They're actually really easy. So let's have a downhill camera. So let's have a look here. I'll turn that round and then it's the right way up for you. So these daffodils, 3D daffodils, they are essentially little petals and then a Suffolk puff. Let me come a bit higher and then you can hopefully see there. Can you make that out? It's petals and a Suffolk puff. So to do that, this pattern is called Spring Lamb Cushion. You don't have to make the cushion, but you would get this pattern to make it whether you did or you didn't. So I'll just push that a bit further there. And in that you get, I mean, it's not too difficult to draft this yourself. You get something that looks like an archbishop's hat and a circle for a Suffolk puff. That's the main thing. Now for each flower we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals. So what you would do is draw around your petal shape 5 times. Where's my pen gone? Tech, here we are. So just get your pen and draw around. Yep. So 5 times, just draw around. Oops, that pen's not working. Let's have a different one. I'm just going to do a couple so you can see what I'm on about. So when you put your next one on, give it 1/2 inch between. Now I did think about sewing them all joined up together and then I could keep them together, but of course when you turn them through, that doesn't work. So you need about 1/2 inch between, because your 1/2 inch is going to give you 1/4 inch seam allowance on each side. So just roughly by eye, you don't have to measure it with your ruler and do anything particularly scientific. 1/2 inch is being frugal with your fabric. If you want to put one there, one there, one there and one there, that's entirely up to you. So draw your 5 on. These are the ones I've done, and what I've done is I've stitched. I haven't stitched the flat side, I've just stitched up round the arch. So these are already stitched. Let me turn them round because our camera is upside down for some reason and doesn't want to be turned. It's like Margaret Thatcher, isn't it? This lady's not for turning. So cut them out. Cut them out. Bit crude of a cut. You know, it's, if you can do with a smaller seam allowance, that would be neater on your finished thing. So if you can get it down to 1/8 of an inch, that's better. But I'm just doing a rough 1/4 here. And when I'm doing demonstrations, and it's the same for any of us soft crafters, we are doing this demonstration because we're trying to get through all the different parts of it. When you're actually doing it yourself, you're going to take a lot more time, and you know you're going to really pay attention. So not having unpacked from Highlight, my box with all its nice equipment in there is in there, so I might just have to use a pen and poke stuff through, which means that I may have veins already drawn onto mine, but it doesn't really matter for what I'm doing. So just poke it through. Come on, little things, poke through, could you turn a couple of them through for me, please, Tech? Let's get these turned through. Probably thinking about it, I should have had a second set that were turned out for you, but, you know, be grateful for what you've got. You've got one, and if I had one of Margaret's nice tools, I would be able to turn these through without poking through the ends. So that's one there. And let's do another. Just poke them through. In fact, Louise, I have got just slightly out of my reach the lovely forceps that you sent me. They would be great for this job. And I never actually thought about them until right now, this absolute minute. So when we get these through, we've got 4 done, almost. There we go. Just talk among ourselves. Fiona, oh blimey, do we need that lady back? Although she's turning in her grave. What lady are we on about, Fiona? I have no idea who you're on about. Pat says she's a bit late. That's absolutely fine. No one's ever late here. Janet, you're not late either. You've just arrived is what you've done. Fabric came. Thanks, it's just right. Brilliant. I'm so pleased about that, Pat. Oh, blimey, do we need that lady back? Although I'm sure she's turning in her grave. Who are we on about?
I don't know.
I don't know. Right, so we've turned these through. You can trim them off straight if you want to. Don't forget, I'm just whacking these about. Yours are going to be a lot neater than this if you do them. So you've got your 5 there, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to tack, right, across all 5. So I've got the machine on the longest stitch length, which for my machine is 5, and I'm going to, so sorry about this because you can't see me do this, because the tech doesn't like 3 cameras on, which means you haven't got the one that goes into the side of the sewing machine. But I'm just chain piecing. So chain piecing means that you're not breaking your thread before you carry on. It means that you're just feeding your pieces in, and you're going to see in a sec. Now I'm like humming and hawing in my own mind, because what I should be doing is putting 2 lengths of 2 stitch rows in here, and I'm thinking, do I just wing it with 1? Can you see there? They're all like, it's like a little washing line. I will do, because I'm going to play pop at myself if it goes wrong, aren't I? Another, your second one, first of all, it's going to help give some stability and prevent that from happening. But second of all, if one does snap, you've always got a fall back. Oh heck, I've just done my automatic scissors. Always seem to do that. So there we go.
Fiona says the one that was not for turning.
Oh, yeah. There we go. I put a darker thread in one of them so you could see better. Because you know me, I always do a matching thread and then wish that I'd not. So I've got 2 rows of stitching there. Now, silly devil me went and cut off the threads at one end. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot at that end, which is very, very fiddly because I've now got a short one. Oh, heck. Bear with, it'll tie up. That's one knot done. Let's do another knot on there. Second knot in. Yay, success. Right, so I've tied all the ends together at one of them, and then at the other end, you don't take all 4 of these tails, you just take either the 2 top or the 2 bottom. So I've got different thread in the bobbin and in the top. Oh, and you know what? I sewed one upside down, so I've got one of each colour. Haha, that'll teach me, won't it? Where we sort this out. So the thread for the top. Oh, blooming heck. Come on, give me a break. Where are we? That's that one. Are they going to come a bit better on this side? They might do. Ah, there they are. Right then. So I have, oops. Right, I've got 2 threads and I'm just going to start pulling them up. And because it's a nice long stitch length, oops, I'm not under the camera properly, am I? These threads should pull up fairly easily. She says, letting go of one. Where's it gone? It is, there is where it is. So just pull these threads up. It's like you can hear the suspense, can't you? I'd have liked to see her handbag. Handbag trump. Yeah, we'd spoken like somebody from a mining area. Yeah, she was not well liked in mining areas, was she, old Maggie? There we go. So it is going to come together. So I'm hoping that you're not like bored to tears while I'm doing this. There's must be a little crossover somewhere. In fact, can I pull that out? I've got one thread that seems to have crossed over tracks and it's causing me a little bit of a problem there. Oh, come on, silly thread. Right, those 2 are the good ones.
I'm going to ask, are you pulling like you'd pull the top of your curtains when you get
Yeah,
a new set of curtains?
that's it. It's like the top of your curtains. I'm risking it for a biscuit and cutting it. Yeah, so just like drawing up the top of your curtains is doing. Can you see how they're all gathering up? And they're getting closer. So, da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Bear with. It's going. I can feel it going. Because I'm like, you know me in demonstrations, I'm always panicking it's going to go wrong. And then, yesterday I made a right howler, didn't I? So I always panic it's going to go wrong. And then in my panic can often cause things to go wrong.
What did you do? I missed that.
Oh, it was a complete howler. So in the morning, because with the highlight, their traditional audience isn't a sewing audience, I'd taken demonstrations down for everything, but we decided that I was aiming too high. So I decided that I would alter the demonstration and do some patchwork. So I went to cut things out, and it was only then realised that card crafters work in metric. So all their cutting equipment was all in centimetres. Well, we don't work in centimetres. No. So when I was cutting out, it was all a bit risky because I'm just going to put a pin in to hold that. It was all a bit risky because I was like trying to exchange the numbers. So when I got on set, and the fabric wasn't the right fabric anyway because I'd just changed tack. So I don't know whether you could quite see what I've done there, but I've gathered up that tacking thread and then I've just, as it's drawn up, I've just put the ends together. Now you'll stitch that, oops, but I'm just going to put a pin in for now. First effort was the best one. There we go. So that is, just in a few minutes, all the petals of your daffodils done. Now you want this centre, you want the trumpet that makes it a daffodil, yeah? So that's the bit we're going to do now. And that's easy peasy because it's a Suffolk puff. Now go around your Suffolk puff, use matching thread. So you've got your circle, just do a tacking stitch all the way around it and then draw up your threads just like you've done with the other. Now with this one, normally with a Suffolk puff, you would be pulling the thread right up and it's a little tight thing. But with your daffodil, don't pull it up quite so tight so that you can actually see the trumpet. Now on yours, you're going to have a nice turned hem at the top there as well. So it will go nice. Just leave it, you know, not fully closed, and then you can see where this is going. Your nice trumpet sits on your little crown of flowers, and that is a 3D daffodil. There you go. From the side, you can see it there. So, whew, if anybody feels like they want to give me a round of applause, I will take them gladly. So shall we come up forward? So what do you think to that? Fiona, Anthea, panic? Surely not. Ha ha! My screen's frozen here. Tech, is yours?
No.
So, oh, it's coming back. It's having a little think and hopefully coming back. So I can't see your comments at the minute. So, yeah, Fiona says correct about Maggie. And no, my comments stop with Fiona. So if we've gone further than Fiona, I can't. Yeah, I do panic with the demonstrations. I can be quite... which one are we on? Which one's live? That one, yeah. Yeah, I can. I'm not scared of sewing. I am the technical person here. I am the pattern writer here. But you put me on TV and I can be like, so that cool little daft, that, isn't it? Come a bit closer. Unfortunately, the light seems to be bouncing off it. Is there anything I can do about that? Can't put my hand in front of it because you won't see through the camera. What you've got there, that's your... Unfortunately, in fact, can we show the downhill camera again? Because that looks a lot better, doesn't it, there? It just...
You could put a safety pin on the back of it and have it as a little brooch.
You could. And with the few minutes that it's taken to make that, you know, you'd definitely have one done for tomorrow, wouldn't you? Or a bunch of them. So, yay! I'm getting my round of applause now. Oh, the ego is bristling. So Fiona says you could use felt, yep, and do a circle cut out with pinking shears. Yep, that would really simplify it. The only thing with felt, if you decided you were doing a Suffolk puff, you wouldn't necessarily get it to behave nicely. It might be a bit thick. We find that with the wool. But if you were just cutting one out with pinking shears and not doing the Suffolk puff, then that would be... Oh, thank you, Pat. Brilliant demo. So, oh, my messages have all gone AWOL now. My iPad's just decided to go. It's like, oh, come on, big head. I'll get you back. I'll find... Come on, silly thing. So, I think iPad's ready for an upgrade, really. It's have you got the messages there? Where are we up to? Can I just nick your device? So yeah, Win, Sarah, Pat, Jules, Sue, Fiona, yeah, all those round of applause hands there. Janet, yes, I'm hoping that each and every one of you wins the top fan tonight. So there you go. So, right, anyway, we've waffled for quite some time now, haven't we? So you've got your daffodils there. It's not a difficult pattern. It's just like a little, what do you call it, archbishop's hat. Mine is, it is just over 1.5 inches high is that template. And this circle, if you want to make yourself one, is about 2 3/4 inches straight across. So with that tiny piece of information, you should be able to make daffodils this size, but you can make them any size you want, so that's fine. So we have that little idea for free. So right, where are we at? Let's get the cue. Oh, that dinking thing's not working, is it? It even says I'm not live there, but I quite clearly am. Oh, I am now. Come on, naughty device. Don't you just love a live
Click
where
on
the
circle on the top. Go back up.
On there?
On that.
Can I do that?
Should be able to.
No, don't want to. It doesn't want to. But we've been on for an hour, and I'm thinking that you've all got other things to do with your Friday night. So have we got more comments come there? Are we still there? So we'll wind it up for now. Don't forget, if you want to come on the retreat, 12th of April, look on my post from earlier today. Get all the information from there. Our sewing cushion is on the 17th of March. You can book on my website. We've put a couple of links on this thread. Currently, it's within the Secret Sewing Club button on my website, but I will pull that out so that it's its own button again. Yeah, possibly a remnant sale next week if I can get enough remnants. That's the plan. And Tweed clubs, if you want to join the Tweed clubs, get signed up. So right now, this minute, that's as well in the Secret Sewing Club button. I will pull it out so it's its own button, but if in the meantime, just go in there. So right, what does Sheila say? She says, I know I'm a pain in the backside. Just a reminder about the kit you are looking for me. I've got it. It's over there. A up and away. I've put it out for you. I just haven't got any further than that. So, oh, no problem, Karen. We'll be back again soon. So, Karen, hopefully, possibly, a remnant sale next Friday. If I can get my hands on some more remnants next week, which I'm kind of hoping that I can. So go raid the mill. Yeah, I'd love to. Unfortunately, they've got all corporate nowadays and I can't just go in and do that like we used to do. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you all. And keen-eyed amongst you. Well, keen-eyed amongst you, I haven't said anything yet, but Tech, who's ahead of the game. Poppy, hello, Pops. Hello. There we go. Poppy's pot. She's got all the top fans in here. So, by the way, if I owe you a top fan award and you haven't got it, please give me a prompt because I did miss a couple out. So, let's have a little hand from over there. Let's go do. Come on, Tech, get your hand in there. Let's see. So, the winner of a £10 credit on our website. By the way, before I forget, if you knew the way that you get your name in Poppy's pot is you need to comment on as many of our posts as possible. The more you comment, Meta will award you the top fan badge. I don't do that. It's from upstairs. They will award you that. Once you've got the top fan badge, if you're commenting in the week, your name will go in Poppy's pot to be drawn out tonight. And oh my word! It's Win! Win, it's you! I think the light's shining on there. Win, you have just got yourself a £10 credit to use on the website. So thank you very, very much. So, right. So with that, I will just read the last couple of comments that just seem to have popped in. Fiona, go raid the mill. Haha, yeah. And Sheila says cheers. So I can live with that. But well done, Win. I shall send you your... In fact, let's leave that out and then I don't forget. I'll send you your £10 credit and I'll see you. Work it out Wednesday. If you've got ideas of what you want to see next Friday, although it will be, fingers crossed, a remnant sale, we'll chat about it and work it out Wednesday. That's where we will formulate the plan properly. Around about 3 o'clock on a Wednesday afternoon we do that. And then 6:30 next Friday we'll be kicking off. All being well, a remnant sale, but just in case there isn't any, you have a think what you want to see instead. So for now, love you all lots. Thank you for all your wonderful support.